All right, welcome to another exciting episode of Just Football. And just as we used to do it, we have our analyst here with us to talk about the match that will be coming up tonight, Manchester United versus Chelsea. So I'll start with MJ. Welcome back here.
Thank you.
So this match, Chelsea versus Manchester United, what do you think of it?
Well, I expect a sweet game, an exciting game. Like I expect both teams to play good football. Let me put it like that, because both teams have actually not been performing well in recent times. But I know when it's come to big teams, both teams would actually come out to play nice football.
All right, and Pulse.
Yes, sir.
So let's look at this. The coming to this match, the build up. You know, Chelsea has been so formidable against big teams.
Exactly, yeah.
Against Arsenal, Arsenal were begging for a draw.
Yeah,
Manchester City 4-4. It was a masterclass.
exciting one.
Yeah. So Liverpool 2-2.
Yeah.
So let's look at this match. Do you think the same thing will be repeating itself?
Well, it can actually repeat itself, but we have to consider history and the statistics on ground.
Okay.
The last time Chelsea went to Old Trafford and picked up the whole 3 points was in 2018.
Wow.
And that was Alex Ferguson era. So since then, they've hired different coaches. David Moyes, Luis Van Gaal, Mourinho.
So
Exactly. So since then, the most they've earned of the seen at Old Trafford is draw. At least maximum of 1 point since 2013. But to me, I feel when it comes to two teams playing, especially big teams, let's forget about the form. It has always been an exciting game. So you don't have to underrate anything, or anything can actually happen. So I think, but considering their form, their recent form, I think Chelsea has they're actually in form compared to Manchester United.
Okay.
So I feel this game it's gonna be exciting actually, but I feel Chelsea might not be able to
get
win
the 3 points.
exactly at Old Trafford.
Okay. Let me come back to MJ. Tonight, Chelsea's game has been more in the midfield, and the introduction of a player like Kopama has made them so formidable going into their attack. So now everybody knows that Man U, one of their weakest point is the midfield. Do you see Chelsea capitalizing on that?
Well, maybe, but let's not forget that Gallagher is off.
Okay.
I think he has a red card. So he's one that actually pull some strings in the middle.
Yes.
He can make the rounds,
and
all that.
Mark.
So now I don't know who they would actually
be deploying
use to replace him. I don't know, but I feel they should pull a surprise.
Well, I think, okay, let me go back to you. I think with what he said, I think that should be one of the blessings to Chelsea in disguise. This is what I mean. Most Chelsea fans has been complaining that they shouldn't be using Caicedo, Enzo, and Gallagher all at the time. They need someone who can use the ball more. So do you think if they should use Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer in front of them, then using either Madueke, Modric, or Sterling, both, I think that should give them more edge.
Well, to me, I think most people might not see what the coach is saying. I think the most valuable role Kopama can actually perform is playing behind the striker.
Yes.
But let's not forget that they haven't gotten someone so potent playing in that role. I mean that no. I mean that right wing position. So so he has to deploy Kopama in that position. The guy is very good.
Yeah.
Using positions, exactly. So using Gallagher behind the striker Gallagher is kind of agile player. Might not be more creative as
Kopama.
The normal thing
should be
in football world, but at least he can still offer a bit of what they can do. So I think since Gallagher will be absent into this match, I think he has no choice but to deploy Kopama in that role and put another player there, either Modric or someone else in that role. So I do think no matter what it is, they still overrun Manchester United.
Okay, now in Manchester United previous matches, Garnacho has been showing a sign of brilliance, and everyone has been talking about him. Now, do you think this guy can influence the game for Manchester United today?
He can, because I think he has scored in his last 2 games.
Yeah.
His last 2 games.
Yes.
And
in the last 3 games,
he
scored
last
2
games.
goals.
He scored 2 goals. And I think he would have that confidence that, okay, fine, he scored against this team, he scored against this team. So I think he should have that confidence to influence the team. And let's not forget, Rashford can have an off day, but
against Chelsea, he has always been running up against Chelsea.
So he can actually poach. So let's not forget that. And Bruno is also there. Bruno is there. You know, he performs sometimes.
He has been the major influencer of their games this season.
So that's just it. And they have Holland. Well, maybe he can actually score his debut goal today.
I think there will be another day for that guy to talk about him. He has been scoring goals in the Champions League.
Yeah, I'm scoring in APL. So let's see how it goes.
You know, I'll ask you about Holland here. Apart from scoring goals, you know, players should not be. There are players that, though they are not scoring goals, but their contribution is immense. Do you think his contribution is worthy of neglecting the fact that he's not scoring?
And the fact is, it only depends on the fans. You see, being a striker, what the fans actually expect you to do, you know, as a striker, you score goals. But you know, being a football lover, watching the game, you know, in depth, it goes beyond you having a striker. You know, putting goals, putting ball behind the net, it goes beyond that. So we have to use those strikers that, you know, their work rate is enough, you know, for the team exactly. So we have strikers like Gabriel Jesus, Karim Benzema. You know, these guys, they actually good using the ball and they actually create spaces for that player to utilize. So I think Odilon, he has this agility and this strength and the pace as well, to actually create chances, you know, and give his team advantage over the opponents.
Okay, because of our time now, what do you think the match tonight will end up?
Give you the statistics on ground. As I said earlier, so I think Manchester United have the chance over Chelsea. We'll give you the recent form right now. So I think Chelsea have advantage over Manchester United. But to my own opinion, to what I've seen, I think this is a big game. It will be difficult for Chelsea to go to Old Trafford and end the whole 3 points.
Okay, so you are settling for a draw.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let me hear from you, MJ. What's your prediction for tonight's match?
Well, a draw, but we don't know. Chelsea can actually pull up a surprise, but minimum of a draw.
Maybe we are going to have a reputation of what happened against Manchester United, Manchester City, 4-4.
Can happen.
That's
football.
Okay,
That's
okay.
Football.
So before we go.